All right, here we go. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Feels good to be back streaming on a Wednesday. I feel like it's been a while since I've had the nice, perfect Wednesday time starting right on the dot at 8 o'clock. I'm fired up. We've got a fun one here tonight. I'm excited for this one because tonight we are going to be playing some NFL GeoGuessr. I have been craving GeoGuessr for a while. It's been a minute since I've played GeoGuessr on stream, and shout out Caden for cooking up a custom GeoGuessr game for me to play today. If I understand correctly, how this works is that this is a custom made GeoGuessr map of every city that an NFL team is in, right? So I think technically it's 30 cities, right? Because LA and New York each both have two teams. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Caden, maybe you want to clarify in chat here, we are going to try and guess every single NFL team's city based off of Google Maps Street View. I mean, you guys know how GeoGuessr works, right? We've done this before, but that'll be a lot of fun. Then, depending on how long that goes, maybe I'll do a little GeoGuessr online head-to-head, because I did that a little bit. I've gotten into that a little bit more now recently. I tried playing, I think it was Showdown. I can't remember the game mode exactly, but I played that against some randoms online about a month ago, and it was kind of fun. I kind of enjoy it, so... Anyways, here we go. You guys know the drill. If you're in here, feel free to say hello in chat. We've got a good group in here already. We got Cade and Jack and Pearchamp. What's going on, guys? Good to have you in here. Nice Wednesday night stream. How about it? Gotta hydrate up here. Let me tell you, as I hear some thunder rumbling in the distance, it has been stinking hot here in Georgia this past week. You might have heard about a heat wave going on the news, right? Kind of all across the country. Man, let me tell you, not many states have it worse than us right now. Good Lord, man. It's been in the mid 90s to high 90s. It's humid. The sun is beating down on you. My car has dark leather seats. So getting in that thing when it's not been moving for like more than 30 minutes is just pure torture, right? I have to park outside. I'm burning my legs. It's brutal, but the AC is pretty good. The AC is good in my apartment at least, so can't complain too much overall. Just haven't been going outside as much, at least during the day recently. And, you know, we got some storms coming in here too. But New York in quotes, Pearchamp says, yeah, I suppose East Rutherford, right? Technically, if you really want to get down there, and we will have to get technical like this for GeoGuessr's sake, the Buffalo Bills are technically the only New York team, so that is good to know. I can't just, when I get the Giants, low key, that's interesting though, because if it's not the stadium and it's just the city, right? I'm going to be like, oh, is this East Rutherford? I feel like I'll be able to tell, but we'll see. We'll get into that in a second. All is correct, and the doubles are included. Ooh, so there might be like two, I guess the Rams and Chargers share a stadium, but like two different parts of LA, maybe two different parts of East Rutherford. I like that. A little curveball in there, right? There might be like a second New York or a second LA. I like that. Jack has been to MetLife his share of times. Yeah. Well, what do you think? I know MetLife is a bit of a divisive stadium. I can't remember if you've given a MetLife take in here before, right? I know a lot of people honestly aren't the biggest MetLife fans. I know it holds a lot, right? We've seen some pretty big games there before. We've seen a Super Bowl there. Copa America actually held the finals there back in 2016. And I will say it always cracks me up. Like they'll always put in grass for soccer, and yet just heaven forbid they do it for NFL players. But Jack was saying it was almost 100 in New York yesterday. Good Lord. Good Lord. Yeah, that's crazy. Especially up there when you get a little bit further north and it's 100. I know it's been hot in DC too. Goodness gracious. MetLife is all right. Yeah, I could see that. It's all right. I mean, it's fairly new, but it's nothing crazy. All right, let's switch our screen over here. We've done enough beating around the bush. Let's just jump into this again. Shout out Caden for putting this together. There's my GeoGuessr avatar. Tried my best. I wish my beard was full like that, but that was the only facial hair option. Well, that might have been like a mustache or something, but even though this isn't 100% accurate, this is probably the most accurate rendition of my facial hair. I do look kind of like a Brooklyn hipster there a little bit, but I might take that as a compliment. We're going to go to quizzes. And we're going to go to my quizzes. This was made without, well, I won't say without my knowledge, but this was made without me knowing anything. So we're going into this blind. Let's give this a try here. Dr. Pigskin NFL GeoGuessr. Oh, 32 questions. All right, let's do this. Oh, cool. All right. I guess we we missed that one. All right. We are dropped in here by a church, New Jerusalem Baptist Church. We've got 2 minutes to figure this out here. Decker. And this, we know that this is a big metropolitan area, right? It's a little flat here. Now we've got Star Fannie M. Lewis Avenue. That must be someone notable from here. Doc with the eyeliner. Does it look like eyeliner there? That's awesome. Oh, Superior. Interesting. What does this say? Man, this is bad. I don't really have too many leads right now. I want to say this is probably Midwest. I'm thinking like maybe Ohio, honestly. Like I could see this being Cleveland potentially. I could see this being Detroit. This could even be like the outskirts of Chicago, but I feel like it's that Midwest Great Lakes type of area. Jack is thinking this might be Rutherford. Interesting. Interesting. What makes you say that? I suppose you would probably know better than any of us, right? New Jerusalem. I could see that being in Jersey. We've got a Pentecostal church. Ooh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Oh man. All right, we've got 40 seconds here to figure this one out. I would call myself a hipster. Oh man, when Parker said that about Brouhaha, that just made my day. 30 seconds now. Oh, Cleveland. It is Cleveland. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I suppose Great Lakes Street, right? Now we got to find Cleveland on the map. There we go. We're going to say a little bit out of Cleveland. We'll say, oh, Superior. We'll say like right here. I've actually been to Cleveland before. I was only there for like a day. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful start. Let's go. But yeah, I was in Cleveland, not even for a day. It was like 12 hours. Long story short, after my junior year of college, when I drove back up to Fargo, my parents came down to Georgia, helped me pack up and everything. And we took a little pit stop at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. And that was just so sick. But we ended up staying in Cleveland and we spent like the evening there. And just like this area kind of reminded me of where we were driving around a little bit when we headed to downtown. So let's go. We'll take that. That's a great start. Looked like the first one might have been Texas. Yeah, I think it was Fort Worth, so that would have been Cowboys. But here we go. We got the Browns to start. Caden is saying, since for some reason it put me on round 3, one is Baltimore. Oh, yeah, that's true. So we missed Baltimore, and then I think it was the Cowboys are the first two that we missed. But let's see what we get here. Oh, this is the Dolphins, easily. I kid you not, I actually got this on like standard GeoGuessr once. Let's see if we can really hone in. It's Coral Gables, right? That's technically where the Dolphins facility and stadium is. Where's Hard Rock Stadium? It's like right around here. We got plenty of time to find it. We don't even need to move our spot. Why can't I find the stadium? I swear it's Coral Gables. Here's Douglas Park. That looked like the stadium. It's like right around here. It has to be. Oh, this is going to kill me if I don't get 5,000, honestly. Golly. Yeah, low key, like sometimes I bet it'll put me by the stadium, but sometimes it won't, right? Like this will be a little bit tricky. There's some curveballs in there, right? You kind of have to know your geography a little bit. And clearly I'm getting cooked right now. Maybe it's not Coral Gables, but that sounds right. It's like close to the airport, isn't it? Oh my gosh, this is killing me. I've got 40 seconds still. I don't want to just spend the whole 2 minutes just like looking around on the map. But I mean, yeah, it's literally right here. Dude, I literally got this once before. Oh. We're just going to guess around Coral Gables. Maybe that's where the U is. No, it's north of that. Why did I think it was in Coral Gables? Is that just the U? Zoomed into the same spot. Just hoping it'll magically appear. That's still a pretty good score. But man, for it to spawn me right by the stadium, that's killer. I don't know why I thought it was so far south. It's pretty north. It's near Hollywood. I didn't know that, actually. Maybe their practice facility is there, but they actually play up here. That makes more sense. But the training complex looks like it's right here. Anyways, let's rally. This looks like a golf course. This definitely is a golf course. Interesting. And I can't move. Oh, okay. So this is a real challenge. I have to guess based off of a golf course, and I can't even move. I kind of like that, though. That's a little curveball there. I mean, this looks kind of southern, right? Could this be like Charlotte, maybe? Could this be the Carolina Panthers? I'm thinking that. It could be Georgia. Could be the Falcons. But I'm feeling the South, honestly. I'm feeling this area right here. Could be Nashville, maybe. I'm going to say Charlotte. I don't know. This could be Georgia. If this is Georgia, though, this would kill me, right? Oh, Arizona's not a bad guess. There's a lot of golf courses there. Oh, and this color scheme looks a little Arizona-y, doesn't it? Ooh. Welcome, Juana Hogue. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you in here. Let's go. That's awesome. Playing some NFL GeoGuessr. Custom-made GeoGuessr game. All 32 teams represented. Their cities are on here. We got to try and guess based off of Google Street View. I can't guess Georgia right. That's going to kill me, though. I do like the Arizona guess, though. Could be Glendale, maybe, right? We got to find Glendale on here now. No, I'm going to go with my gut. This looks a little too lush to be Arizona. We're going to go Charlotte. I'm going to say this is the Panthers. Oh, this was Philly. Oh, I would have never guessed that. Philadelphia golf course. All right. That was a challenge right there. I would have never in a million years guessed Philadelphia. I thought for sure that was the South. It kind of reminded me of UGA's golf course a little bit, just the way that the clubhouse was laid out. I think that's why I thought it was in the South. Interesting. And it was pretty green and lush there. But all right, Philadelphia. That was a big L right there. Now we look to be a little more metropolitan. I see some mountains in the distance. Immediately, I'm thinking like southwest. We've got Aviation Way. Could this be Denver, maybe? This could be Arizona too, honestly, although it doesn't look quite deserty enough. Could this be like San Francisco? Oh, Stanford Medicine. Oh, San Jose Earthquakes. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this is the Niners. All right, so we're near the San Jose Earthquake Stadium. Oh, yeah, because where did the 49ers move out to, right? I guess it's just like the San Francisco area. It doesn't have to be by their stadium, but it's by the San Jose Earthquake Stadium. Aviation Way, there's the airport. All right, we're just going to mark this for now. Santa Clara. Oh, yeah, you're right. Welcome, Gabe. Good to have you in here. GeoGuessr. Yeah, I thought you'd appreciate a little GeoGuessr stream, right? Let's go. Trying my best. Had a few good rounds and one big L so far. Santa Clara, that's right. Is San Jose close to Santa Clara? I don't know, actually, to be honest. But it's got to be like right around here, right? Where do the Earthquakes play? I could not tell you. I could not tell you the name of their stadium, to be honest. Unless that's just like a San Jose Earthquakes sponsorship. Like, could that just be a red herring? Maybe we aren't in San Jose. Maybe we really are in Santa Clara. I mean, it's right here. Now we're going to stand on business. We'll just go right here. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I was just north. PayPal Park. There we go. Yeah, it's right by Santa Clara. That's awesome. All right. That's a little better. That's more like it. Let's see. Looks a little flat here too. What does that say? Devil's Nation. Probably a high school, right? Oh, I can't quite see there. Nope, go back. You can't read that very well. All right. I haven't really looked at license plates yet. I know they blur them out, obviously, but sometimes you could still kind of tell if there's a very distinct design for a certain state's plate. Okay, we got some buildings up to the left. Looks like we're getting onto the interstate here. Should be able to get some good clues. I-275. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wait, it's Tampa. That's crazy. No way, right? 275 to Tampa. No way. All right, we got to find two. There's 275. These locations are hand-picked. I love it. Sometimes you got to throw in a little curveball. Lando Lakes, like the butter? No way. What came first, I wonder? The name of the butter or this little town right here? I might have to look that up later. Okay, so we got 275 heading south towards Bradenton or north towards Tampa. Where's Bradenton? But if you're heading north towards Tampa, it's got to be like here, maybe? I mean, that's not really north. I don't know. Sometimes interstates get a little funky like that. Is it St. Pete? Are we in St. Pete? I feel like we're right around here, right? We're just gonna have to guess. It was St. Pete, because that kind of looked like the Trop. I couldn't tell if that was Tropicana Field or not. Dang it. Man. There are 32 teams. Yeah, not every state have a team. The majority of states actually don't have a team because multiple states have a team. But even though certain cities share a team, we still are going to have multiple. So we're going to have 2 LA locations for the 2 LA teams and 2 New York/New Jersey locations for those 2 teams. All right. Here we go. Wow, this looks fancy. This is, crazy. This almost looks like the Capitol or something. I don't think it is, but we are in downtown Indianapolis. Let's go. Easy enough. Never been to Indianapolis before. Always kind of wanted to go. I've heard it's lovely. There's Lucas Oil Stadium. See, but that Colts billboard, I don't want to big brain myself too much here, right? Could that just be a red herring and it's not right by the stadium, but just, there happens to be a Colts billboard because, Colts Nation, Colts pride, right? It's got to be around here though, right? I suppose we can look around a little bit. We'll mark that. I don't know that we're right by the stadium though. We can't go any further this way. What does that say? Something. I think Indianapolis something. Can we go this way at all? Also, sorry if my mouse clicking is super loud. I know sometimes my mic picks it up a little bit. See, I feel like it's more in like this area, right? Here's a cathedral. Low key, it's like right here. It's like right around this cathedral. This building looks sick, by the way. I'm going to guess right here. Oh! All right, we got a little closer with that guess, I think, right? Because where was Lucas Oil? Yeah, I was right in the middle about. It wouldn't have made that much of a difference, but we'll take that. 22 states have an NFL team. All right, there you go. I was actually thinking about that when I was driving back to Georgia. Not necessarily NFL teams, but I was trying to figure out how many states have a pro sports team versus states that don't. And I can't remember what number I came up with, but I think it was darn near split right down the middle. I think it was about 25 do, 25 don't. Because I remember thinking before, like North Dakota, we've got to be in the minority, right? And that we don't have any pro sports teams. And it's like, well, South Dakota doesn't, Wyoming doesn't, Nebraska doesn't, right? You can go on. And I think I think it's about a 25-25 split. But these are the things I think about sometimes. LA one will be Inglewood, true. Well, I mean, Inglewood, schminglewood, right? Like, there's something to like just doing like the greater LA area, so it's not like, I immediately know this is Inglewood. LA is a massive place. It's nice to throw in a little bit of diversity there and figure out like, okay, where exactly in LA am I? Where exactly in New York am I? Nice one. So many Midwest teams just have nothing. Oh yeah, hey. That's the reason I grew up being a Vikings fan, right? Oh, hello. This looks like a night out. Up close and personal. Cool. So this is New York. I suppose that makes sense, right? Looks like a big city. But the palm trees. See, it has to be New York, right? But the palm trees. I don't know. But we already got Miami. This does not look like New York though. Could this be LA maybe? This might be LA. I'm thinking this is LA. I think that New York camera ink is a red herring. I really do. I think he tried to pull a sneaky on me there. We're going to say like southern part of Los Angeles. Oh, New Orleans. That's not the worst guess in the world either. That's not the worst guess. But New Orleans. I mean, this could be like outside of downtown New Orleans because this doesn't really look like Bourbon Street or anything. Yeah, I've been, guy's been to New Orleans once and knows what he's talking about all of a sudden. But at least when I was in New Orleans for like 10 hours, it didn't necessarily look like this. This does kind of seem California-y, doesn't it? I do like the no move. That was a nice little wrinkle thrown in there. I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm going to go LA. It was New Orleans. Oh my gosh. I will never, ever, ever doubt you again, Jack. Come on. I was so confident. I was like, yeah, guys, I've been to New Orleans. This is not New Orleans. Are you kidding me? All right. All right. Jack nailed it. Yeah. Get your clips in, folks. Oh, well played. Welcome, Eagle Eyes, by the way. Good to have you in here. I suppose, yeah, Jacksonville was left. Yeah, there is still a Florida team. But, yeah, we've done Tampa, and we did Miami, too. But, dang it. Dang it. All right. Here we go. Pick ourselves up. Try again. Quick and Fresh. This is a gas station brand I've never seen before. It's right by a Lowe's. This looks to be a little suburban here, maybe. That looks like a New Jersey license plate. See, that's what I'm talking about. They can blur the plates. That is a New Jersey license plate. We are in New Jersey. Now the question is where? That is one thing that I at least trust my takes on, or not takes, but like I trust my license plate judgment at least. We gotta find East Rutherford. I just saw it. I swear I just saw it. I actually don't know where East Rutherford is on a map, which is crazy. But it's like right by New York. Oh shoot. I actually don't know where it is on the map. Is it like a little further south maybe? There's the state line. No, it's got to be like right around here, right? Or maybe it's a little further north. Oh my gosh, wait. Nope. Well, there's Rutherford. There's East Rutherford. Okay. We're just going to mark like right here. Could be Newark too, I guess, right? I mean, if it's just like right around in this area, it wouldn't necessarily have to be right in East Rutherford. It could totally be Newark. We're going to stick with this. Nice. Let's go. Oh, if I would have just looked a tiny bit more, I could have found the Lowe's. Dang it. Dang it. We'll take that, though. Yeah, Jack knew. This screams New York. Man, Jack has kind of been cooking so far. He's been cooking a little bit. Are you a big GeoGuessr player, Jack? I'm curious. Anyone else here in chat, big GeoGuessr players? This is a game that I come to every now and then, off and on a little bit, but sometimes when I'm just in a little bit of a geography kick, it just hits different. Oh, okay. This is flat. As we've got some thunder rumbling. This is the Midwest, right? This is the Midwest in the spring. Okay, that Menards looks familiar. I know. See, I feel like this has to be Twin Cities, right? I mean, I guess it could be Wisconsin. It could be Green Bay. This is crazy, though. Wait. Was that I-94? Go back. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is... See, you know what's stupid? Is that this really reminds me of a place in Moorhead. But I don't think it is, but it really looks like a place in Moorhead. But there's no... Oh my gosh, wait. It is. It is. This is in Moorhead. They don't have an NFL team. That's crazy. I know exactly where this is. I've driven this so many times. There's beer basketball up on the right. Yeah, blue stem and troll. This is crazy, dude. I was like, there's no way, right? There's no way he actually put the Moorhead Interstate in here. Is this going to be the one for the Vikings? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Insane. All right, there's beer basketball. Long story. But I used to call it beer basketball as a kid because I thought they played basketball in there. That was when I learned what beer was. I was like, what's Budweiser? All right, we're going to stop fawning over this. We better get 5,000 for this. I better not sell this. That is insane, though. Okay. Crap. Okay, there's the Menards. Here's the interchange. There's Les Schwab. Yeah, it's like right here. Let's go. Let's go. 5,000. That's insane, dude. Bro really put that was a great way to get the Fargo Moorhead area in there without like doxing any of us. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't put my house or anything. That would have been crazy. I'm on stream, all of a sudden my house pops up. Well done, though. That was awesome. That was a great surprise right there. Let's go. Let's go. That's awesome. Yo, we got Alex in here, too. Let's go. Welcome, Alex. Good to have you in here. Saying Burnsville or Lakeville. I mean, if it wasn't Moorhead, right, it had to be that sort of area for the Vikings, right? But how about that? I mean, just the way the cherry blossoms looked even. It's like, this is Fargo in the spring, you know? That's awesome. Beers Cabal. Dr. Interstate. Oh, you know it. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. Christine and I saw a truck carrying a bunch of like old road signs, or maybe new road signs, but there was like stop signs and yield signs and stuff like that. And I saw an Interstate 75 sign in there. It's like, man, how sick would that be if I got my hands on one of those? My ultimate dream is to get an Interstate 24 sign, my all-time favorite interstate. That would be so sick. Putting that up in the living room? Come on. Come on. That would be so sick. But that's a great idea, doxing me. Well, you actually, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that. On to the next round. It wasn't bad, but it would have actually maybe unintentionally doxed someone. I already accidentally doxed myself once, like over a year ago. If you know, you know. I will not elaborate any further. Where are we here? Okay. Mandolin apartment homes. We're up on a terrace, it appears. It looks a little chilly here, but there's not a lot of snow on the ground. This could be like Kansas City, maybe. I don't know. Because it kind of feels Midwestern, but not like, could it be Wisconsin? I mean, I'm just saying that because I see a liquor store. But I don't know. I kind of like the Kansas City vibes here right now. I've been to Kansas City a few times. Low-key, this could be the Kansas side of Kansas City. But I don't feel like this is the South. This certainly ain't like the Southwest or anything. Man, I'm leaning KC right now. Game Solved is in here. Welcome, Game Solved. Doesn't think KC. Jack thinks this could be Pittsburgh. Well, Jack, you've been right most of the time so far. I could see Pittsburgh. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, there's a Citgo there. I could get down with Pittsburgh. Oh, wait. I-440. Let's go. Oh, Nolensville Pike. No way. Wait, is this Nashville? Nolensville Pike. This is by Prince's Hot Chicken. Oh my gosh. Wait, is there a 440 here? Yep. Oh my gosh. That's insane. This is Nashville. Holy crap. We really did that. This is by Prince's Hot Chicken. That's insane. Oh my gosh. I know Nolensville Pike because that is where Prince's Hot Chicken is located on. It's the birthplace of Nashville hot chicken. I'm telling you now. If you ever find yourself in Nashville, if you go anywhere to eat, please go to Prince's. I promise you. And you have to go to the real one. You have to go to the one on Nolensville, right? There's one on Broadway that's a part of a mall. No, 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 no. That one's too sterile, doesn't have a full menu, just doesn't have the same vibe. It's not quite as good. Oh, man. That's crazy. Touch some grass. Dude, that was my rain bolt moment right there. No, but if you've ever had Prince's Hot Chicken, which Alex can attest to, you would know. You would know. You would remember the street that this place was on. Oh my gosh, that's so sick. Was that intentional? Was that intentional? Did you throw that in there on purpose? But let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, truly. This is probably one of the 5 best dining experiences I've ever had. I had it for the first time back in 2021 when I was in Nashville. And then I went back a few months ago when I was driving back to Fargo, went through Nashville, stopped there. And I'm not going to lie, this is totally free advertising. Dude, I could care less. There was a small part of me that was a little worried that it'd be like, oh, it was good, but like it wasn't quite as good as I remembered, right? Maybe I built it up in my head a little bit too much. No. Oh my gosh, it was better than I remembered. Just unbelievable, man. You get a chicken leg quarter, you get a couple sides, you get some sauce, you get a nice piece of white bread that they pile the chicken on. Oh, baby, let's go. Anyways, if you go to locations, there it is, Nolensville Pike. That's crazy. Let's go. That is an all-timer of a moment right there. Maybe I didn't get the 5,000, but the fact that I pulled that out of nowhere. Man, I was about to guess Pittsburgh. That was a good one, though. You'd never guess Nashville. I said, and I quote, does not feel like the South, right? I think I even said, like, this certainly isn't the South. All right. This looks a little lush right here, right? Also, the way that these signs look, it's certainly not like this in the Midwest, right? And it looks a little lush. Could be Jacksonville, maybe, right? We haven't gotten Jacksonville yet. I don't know. Maybe not Jacksonville. Could this be Charlotte, maybe? Oh, Garden City Drive. We've got Amtrak. We've got Metro. Whiting Turner. All this sounds familiar, right? Oh, wait. We have an interstate. Let's go. I-95 and 495 to Beltway. I actually don't know where 95 is off the top of my head. Oh, I know I-90. I know I-94. I-95. There's I-90 right there. Longest interstate in the country, believe it or not. Runs from, I believe it's California to Massachusetts. Where's I-95, though? Man, we're going to waste so much time looking for 95. Beltway. Is Beltway like New Jersey, too, right? Garden State, New Jersey. Yeah, that makes sense. I suppose Beltway... Beltway's a New Jersey thing, I think, right? We had Baltimore. Baltimore was the first one. It like skipped or something. I don't know. It glitched out. Yeah, this has got to be Jersey. We'll say like Jersey City, probably, right? Crap. I got to find it on a map now. Or maybe Newark. We'll go Newark. Whoa! No, wait. No. That was DC. Or was that technically, that was DC, right? Because there's DC, there's Baltimore. That's crazy. It was DC. All right. There you go. Wow. Dang. All right. We still get a decent amount just because all these areas are so close to each other. But dang. I thought for sure that was New Jersey. All right. Here we go. Very fancy place here. What are we thinking? Oh, let's go back. We got some trees in bloom here. Some pine trees, but overall very leafy. Oh, here we go. St. Andrew's Lutheran Church. Ooh, Lutheran Church. Interesting. Some mountains. Oh, this is Seattle. Nice. I was going to say, it almost felt a little Pacific Northwesty. I-90. I guess it starts in Washington State, not California. But yeah, I-94 or I-90 east to Spokane, west to Seattle, exit for Seattle up ahead. So we've got 90. We're going to say like probably like right around here maybe, right? And maybe a little bit, I don't know if it's that far out, but like It looks a little out of the way. I mean, there's like a gas station and a church, but it doesn't look too urban yet. Champion Center. 28th Street. I suppose if we could find that, that would help out a little bit. We're just going to do this. It was a little bit further in. That's okay, though. That's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Fred Warner sucks. Yeah, no, Eagle Eyes, you were right. You nailed it right there. See, everyone in chat has been nailing these. I can always hang my hat on Nolansville, though. Caden says, I recommended Prince to him. Yeah, when you went with your family. You puked in the parking lot, though. That's so tough, man. That's so tough. Well, I tell you what, next time you're there, man, you got to try it. It is the truth. It is the truth. All right, next one. Let's see. We're about halfway through here now. We're doing all right. Okay. So we're in a shopping center of sorts. This is definitely either California or Florida, right? I don't think this is Jacksonville. This has got to be Los Angeles. Palm trees. We've got the World Market Center here. This has got to be LA. This does not seem like Jacksonville. I know like some malls in Florida are like this, but this is very California-y with the colors and everything. Where in LA, though? This is where things get interesting, right? We could say Inglewood. Why do I feel like it could be like Santa Monica or something, right? If I can find that on the map. Where'd it go? It is raining pretty hard outside right now, too. There's Santa Ana. Why can I? Oh, there's Santa Monica. I feel like it might be right around there. I don't know, like a mall near there. Oh, it could be Vegas. It could be Vegas or Arizona. That's true. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Vegas was not even on my radar. Oh, it could totally be either of those. Oh, Levi Outlet, Fast Air is saying. Levi Outlet. So is this... Is there a Levi outlet nearby or something? We got 28 seconds here. Oh. Okay. LA, Arizona, or Las Vegas? I'm going to trust my gut here. I might regret this. It was Vegas. It was Vegas. Yeah, because you couldn't do like the Strip or something, right? That would be a little bit too easy to come up with. All right. All right. That's okay. Dang it. All right. Halfway through. This has been an awesome quiz, by the way. This has been awesome. Let's see. Okay, we got big buildings up ahead here. Is this Chicago? The architecture looks very Chicago-y already, and the buildings looked massive. And we've got I-94. That's crazy. Yeah, this is definitely Chicago. Unless, well, wait. Does I-94 go to Chicago? I think it does. There's I-90. There's 94. Yeah. This has got to be Chicago. We're going to mark like right around here right now. No, it couldn't be. There's not a team in Madison. The Wisconsin team is in Green Bay. Unless this is Minneapolis. Wait, let's go back. Because if that was 494, then it's Minneapolis. Because there's a second interstate number on there, I think, right? And I certainly can't be getting Minneapolis wrong. No, it's 35 West. I think this is Chicago then, right? Oh, I don't know. They don't have that kind of infrastructure in London. The London Jaguars. I guess let's just go in a little bit further. 35. No, 35 West is in Minnesota. This is Minneapolis, right? 35 West. That takes you south to Iowa. I've been on 35 before. This is Minneapolis, isn't it? It's got to be. Yeah, there's the bridge. Yeah, okay. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. I could have really exposed myself. I was like, I-35, that sounds familiar. Yeah, we're in Minneapolis. I'm going to say, well, where's the bridge? It's like right around here, right? We're a little bit further south. We'll say like right around here. Oh, I almost did myself dirty there. All right, we'll take that. That's pretty good. Dang it. Oh, man. If I would have gotten Minneapolis wrong, that would have been really embarrassing. But yeah, I-35 takes you down here. Let me tell you, I love the Midwest. Good Lord, what a boring drive I-35 is. My Lord. Once you get to Des Moines, though, things get a little more interesting, right? I was in Des Moines a few weeks ago seeing my cousin. Got to stay there the first night of my epic trek back to Georgia. That was a lot of fun. I'd never been to Des Moines before. That's why 35 rang a bell. Because I was like, I've been in Illinois some, right? Okay. I even said the architecture looked Chicago-y. We got Henry in here. Let's go. Welcome, Henry. Saying, how's it going? Triple screening me, the NBA draft, and Braves Mets. Oh, what a night that is. That sounds awesome. That is a dream night right there. How are the Bravos doing right now? You know, you'll be happy to know, Henry. I was at a Braves game last week, and you will be shocked at how much I was clapping and even let out a few woos for the Braves. It was a Braves Mets game, actually. It was the Chris Sale start. Went 8 2/3. Man, I was rooting for the complete game shutout there. I'd never seen one in person before. Dare I say I clapped and cheered a little bit when Acuna homered on the first pitch. You know, I'm never going to be like, yeah, Braves over Twins, but I had fun. I'll admit it. I had fun a little bit. So you'll take that, right? Georgia starting to take me over a little bit like Venom getting to Spider-Man. Eagle Eyes knew it right away at 35. It was Minneapolis. But we're playing NFL GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr for all 32 teams, each of their cities, metro areas, all that good stuff. All right. We got construction here. Big, nice building. Massachusetts General Hospital. Crazy. So this is definitely the Patriots. Let's see how close we can get here. I-93. So probably not directly in Foxborough. This might be a little bit more Boston-y. Could be in between those two a little bit. Let's find it on the map first. How about? There we go. Foxborough. It's like right outside of Boston, right? But Foxborough's another one of those places. I genuinely would not know that Foxborough existed if it wasn't for the Patriots. Well, here's I-90. And it turns... Does it turn into 95? We'll just mark this for now. I guess it doesn't have to be right in Foxborough. Also, that's 93. Crazy. I can't even read. There's 93. Maybe right around here. It looks a little swanky around here, though. Maybe it's like closer to Boston, or it could even be like right in Boston. I mean, the infrastructure around here screams like pretty close to downtown, you know? Or even in downtown. Harvard Gardens. Park the card, Harvard Gardens. TD Bank. Yeah, we're gonna go like right in downtown, honestly. We'll go like right around here. Oh, other side, but we'll take that. That's good. Losing my fastball in the hater department, I know. Well, I think, and I can't be one to talk right now because the Twins have kind of been garbage recently too. It's way more fun being a hater when, like, the team you're hating is actually kind of good, though, right? I mean, and the Braves are turning it on a little bit. It was way more fun being a Braves hater when they were good. And, like, every time they lost, it felt like Christmas. It was like, yes, oh, my gosh, Matt Olson went 0 for 5, you know? Now it's like, Matt Olson went 0 for 5. Whatever. Just an average day for him. Oh, that water bottle wasn't up. But yeah, Twins have like been like 1-9 in their last 10 or something like that. They've had just such a weird year, up and down so much. I'm not wearing the Twins hat today. They lost hat privileges. Okay, so we got a Panera. We have a Taqueria Los Guerros. Guerros. I claim to be decent at Spanish, but that wasn't very convincing. Okay, what plates are these? Yellow top fades into white at the bottom. Oh. See, New Mexico has yellow plates. But that's not a New Mexico plate. There's our solid yellow. There's no ombre or anything. See, that looks like a New Jersey plate. Near the Rhode Island border. Yeah, the street signs do carry. We're in a hotel parking lot. There's a Krispy Kreme here. Nuts. There's a Lowe's. It's a little flat. Let's see if a road sign can carry a little bit. Paterson Plank Road Sports Complex. We have 40 seconds left, and honestly, I have no idea. Well, we saw Quick and Fresh in Jersey last time, right? Was that Jersey? Yeah. So this has got to be the second Jersey. Yeah, because we guessed New Jersey once, or I guess we've guessed New Jersey twice, but we were only right once. Am I going to run it back with Newark? Yeah, let's do that. Paterson is in New Jersey. Let's go. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. So we ended up getting both jerseys, but we got one wrong in the middle on the way. All right, next round. How's the NBA draft going, by the way? I haven't been following that at all. I'm sure Cooper Flag has been picked at this point. I saw there was a trade. What was it? The Spurs and the Pacers made a trade, right? It was just like a second round pick or something like that. What, cash considerations? Okay. That is a dark yellow plate. None of the other ones look like that. No front plates so far. Looks to be a decently big city, I would say. Very patriotic spare tire on that Jeep there. And then some super swanky glass buildings. Okay, here we go. Big city up ahead. Could not tell you where. I mean, could this be Charlotte, maybe? But that did not look like a North Carolina license plate. Well, I guess it was just that one yellow one, right? There's no front plates. Oh, could that be a North Carolina plate? Is this Charlotte? I think this could be Charlotte, honestly. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Oh. Buffalo. Yeah, because New York has a yellow plate, and they also have the plates that, I guess I can't see it now, but they have the plates that look like that too. Like they're kind of like blue and gray a little bit. Oh, yeah, I could see this being Buffalo. Yeah, because it's like big, but it's not that big. Oh, yeah, leaves are turning. I like Buffalo here. We'll go Buffalo, upstate New York. Good call, Jack. I was about to guess Charlotte again. I really want it to be Charlotte, right? I can't stop with the Panthers, right? Somehow the Panthers... No, it was Detroit. Oh, I got the right Great Lake. Oh, it was Detroit. Dang it. I've been to Detroit. That's insane. Again, I was in Detroit for like 2 seconds, but still, killer. All right, what can you do? Dang it. Dang it. Wolves traded for Jalen Ramsey. You know, I saw for a sec JA and Wolves and traded. I was like, we did not trade Jaden McDaniels. Wolves traded for Jalen Ramsey. Nice try. I'm not going to Google that one at least. Mavericks traded away the first pick for Derek White. I saw that. I saw the Celtics are actually trying to trade Derek White. I think it was like Toronto offered the 10th pick for him or something like that. It's like, whew. But yeah, Boston low key trying to like sell off some pieces right now. How about Kristaps Porzingis to the Hawks, baby? Let's go. He and Trae Young might be a nice duo, honestly. If Porzingis could stay on the court, that might be kind of nice. Dang. All right. You've been to Highmark? That's sick. That's a place I really want to go to. Dare I say this is Charlotte? It's very leafy here. I can't quite tell what that plate is. That that kind of looks like a Texas plate. That looks like an old Texas plate. This could totally be Houston. I love the old Texas plate. The new one is just so plain. It's so boring, right? For a state where it's like everything is bigger in Texas, a state with the personality and the size of Texas, you're going to have just like a plain, like normal, bland plate. See, but they're all blue. That looks like a Connecticut plate. Maybe this isn't Texas. Because, yeah, they're all that color. Well, no, that looks like Illinois' plate. Oh, could this be Chicago? That does kind of look like the Illinois plate, the Land of Lincoln one. There's two different, well, no, there's two different Illinois plates. There's the Land of Lincoln one, and then there's the one with the blue background and the white buildings. Yeah, that is definitely an Illinois plate. All right, this has got to be Chicago, right? Just outside of Chicago, we'll say. It's very green out here. We'll mark like right here for now, but I mean, it doesn't feel like we're in the city necessarily. Could this be like a suburb of Chicago, maybe? If this isn't Illinois, this is gonna kill me. I'm this self-proclaimed license plate expert. D Road. Let's see if we get anything here. I can't tell what that is. We got a shell. Those are everywhere. That doesn't really help us. Man, I'm gonna say closer to like Naperville though, honestly. Okay, good. It is Chicago. There we go. We got the license plate at least. License plate game goes crazy. We'll take that. That was pretty good. That was a decent guess right there. The old Oklahoma plate is sick too. Yeah, the Archer. Yeah, that one is pretty sick. The new one's all right with like all the different roads over. It's all right, but the old one is better. Looks like North Carolina. Oh, we're going to get it eventually, though. And when we do, we're going to let out a keep pounding. Let's go Panthers, baby. But, yeah, the Hawks getting Porzingis. That is pretty sick. Oh, yeah. Dare I say I might have to make it out to a Hawks game or two this year now. You know, with everyone going down in the East, it's a little open. I'm not saying the Hawks are going to, like, win the East or anything, but could be interesting. It'll be an interesting year in the East. Gotta love the Minnesota Timberwolves being in the Western Conference. I agree with the 2K broadcast. They always talk about expansion when you're playing 2K. The announcers will be like, might see conference realignment. Minnesota's always felt like an Eastern Conference team. I'm like, you know what? So true. We should be, right? All right, here we go. Big building to start. Avant. Canadian flag. Interesting. This could be Buffalo. Though this looks a little big. West Huron. Oh, okay. So definitely Great Lakes, right? Lake Huron. Where's Lake Huron? Wait, that would be... Oh, you would have thought that would have been Detroit then, right? I guess it doesn't have to be on Lake Huron. This could be Buffalo, though. Yeah, Jack is thinking Buffalo. We're at least going to mark it. Got our New York expert in here. That looked like a New York plate that I clicked by. I did not realize Buffalo. I mean, I knew like Buffalo was like pretty big, but like this is pretty large, honestly. Oh wait, we got the police car. This will pretty much tell us for sure. It has to be Buffalo though. If we can, nuts. Hold on. Whatever. You know what? No, we don't need the police car. We could do it without. We can do it without the police. Delaware and Niagara. Yeah, look at that building. That's a swanky building right there. Yeah. We'll just, I mean, how precise can we really be, right? It's got to be close to downtown, I would say, if not in downtown. We'll go like right here. Let's go. That was pretty good. 4,999 Canadian flag, easily Miami. Everyone knows that Canada has such a huge cultural footprint in the great city of Miami, right? If it's not Buffalo, I'll donate $10. No, it was Buffalo. We'll take that. There we go. We finally got Buffalo. That was one that we'd been flirting with for a while, too. Man, getting dropped in a lot of downtown areas here. Let's see if we can weave our way out of this parking lot a little bit. Man. 3rd Street Northeast. Peachtree Street. Okay. Yeah. This is the Fox Theater, right? Yeah. Okay. This is downtown Atlanta. Let's go. My kind of home. I'm not going to dox myself and say exactly where in Georgia I live, but this is like, there's Peachtree Center. Let's see if we can find the Fox Theater. I've actually never been to the Fox Theater before. But it's like right around here, right? I'm not going to lie, Caden. There is actually a very specific spot in Atlanta that I was hoping you're going to pick. Let's just say It's a bridge by Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I was really hoping you were going to pick that one. Oh, this is by Ponce. Okay, nice. Um, okay, so that's a little bit closer to Midtown. There's the Fox Theater. Okay, sick. So we're like right around here. I love Midtown. Honestly, my Atlanta take, if you just want to like hang out and have a good day or night out or anything like that, if you just like want stuff to do, honestly, give me Midtown over downtown Atlanta. Absolutely. Midtown is so sick. I love Midtown so much. All right, we're just gonna guess around here. I mean, we could try and get it. Like, I guess there's Peachtree Street. I don't remember exactly where I spawned, but it's like right here. Let's go. Nice. Let's go. Just walk away. Yep, you know. You know, it was a good conversation though. I feel like I learned a lot about life in those 30 minutes. Man, can you believe that was over 5 years ago now? Actually, I can. Okay, sick. So this is definitely Arizona, right? This has to be deserty, palm trees, sprawl, this style of architecture. This is absolutely has to be Arizona, right? I mean, I guess could it be California? Have we gotten LA at all yet? I don't even know if we've gotten LA once. I keep guessing LA, but I immediately thought this was Arizona, right? Has to be. Uh, I don't want to second guess myself too much here. Oh, here's a mall. That's not really going to tell us much, but it just looks so dry out here. It has to be. We're going to guess. We'll guess around Glendale, honestly. Maybe like Scottsdale. Been to Scottsdale once. Went there for spring break, my 8th grade year. We'll guess around Scottsdale. Ah, other side. It was closer to Glendale. All right, but we got that though. We finally got Arizona. Thank goodness. That one's been tricking me a little bit too. GameSolve says, do you think that the major sports leagues need to do a better job at marketing a Florida-Georgia rivalry? Ooh, that's a good question, honestly. Yeah, when you really think about it, there's not a major Florida-Georgia rivalry. I mean, I guess like the Braves and the Marlins are in the same division, but outside of that, you could never really consider them rivals. I guess except for the Jose Urena era, if you remember that. If you know, you know. But even then, right? Like the Marlins have always, I won't say always have been bad. They've won 2 World Series, but they've not been good for a minute, right? Whereas the Braves just win the division every year. And then outside of that, like the Falcons and Jaguars aren't rivals, or the Falcons and Dolphins aren't rivals. I mean, they're not even in the same conference. Well, I guess the Falcons and Bucks are kind of rivals, but the main rivalry there has always been Falcons Saints. And then like in the NBA, like rivalries are more cyclical in the NBA. I feel like it's like, oh, like LeBron versus the Raptors, and like, oh, KD versus the Thunder is a rivalry just because he left the Thunder and stuff like that. Outside of like Lakers Celtics, which isn't even a divisional rivalry, it's just like the 2 most iconic franchises, or like Bulls Pistons is kind of a rivalry, but it's not like the Wolves and the Bucks are rivals either. And then, of course, Georgia doesn't have a hockey team anymore either, although they're maybe working on that. We'll see about that. All right. Now we're out in the middle of nowhere. This could be Green Bay, honestly. I actually like Green Bay. I mentally, in my head, was defending Green Bay a lot during the draft. Just not naming names here because I like these people, but like seeing some ESPN personalities and like NFL media personalities and like all the big media TV stars that went to Green Bay for the draft are like, ha ha ha, there's nothing to do here, ha ha ha, they didn't give me my special oat milk. It's like, dog, you went to like a random diner in Green Bay. Like, nothing wrong with wanting oat milk, by the way, but it's like, we know you just went to that spot so you could get your little selfie and be like, they didn't have my milk here. Crazy. Midwest be like, Anyways, I'm on a soapbox right now. I-75. Where's I-75? We have some more signs that can carry us, but I want to say this is Green Bay just off the rip. Warren County and Butler County. Oh, Cincinnati. Okay. We at least got the Midwest right. This is Ohio. I forgot about the Bengals for a sec. I hadn't even considered Cincy yet for any of these. The question is, are we near Kentucky or are we on the north side of Cincy? Let's go back here. I-75 south to Cincy, north to Dayton. Okay, so we gotta be up here a little bit, right? We'll say like around here maybe. Yeah, I forgot about Cincy too. Trey Young versus New York. That's a good rivalry right there. Oh yeah, hit a little bow, right? Putting on a show. That was awesome. Wizards versus Wings. Oh man, it was a little bit further north than that. We'll take that though. That was pretty good. North Cincy. Yeah, it's like almost in between Cincy and Dayton. But technically, I think a little bit of the Cincinnati metropolitan area is in Kentucky, right? Just like a tiny bit. There's Paycor right there. Nice. And there's Great American Ballpark. Very underrated park from what I've heard. Never been there, but it looks beautiful. All right, here we go. Another big city. No duh, but you know. If we didn't already have Cleveland, oh, this is Houston. All right. Nice. Yeah, I could see that. Question is where in Houston? Probably pretty close to downtown, right? Let's see if we can find like energy or something. I could have seen Denver too, honestly. Denver does have some buildings that look like that. These flowers look pretty Houstonian though. I'm just saying things now. OVO. Sorry. I had to go back to that van to get a really funny joke off. Let's see. Can we get any sort of clues as to where in Houston we are? Clickety clack. Oh, there's a Burger King. Oh, that's a new Burger King. Whoa, a cube Burger King sign. That's crazy. I've never seen one of those before. Does it have the logo on all four sides? That's sick. There's an A&M building. I guess maybe they have a Houston campus or something. Or it's just a big A&M fan. We're not going to get any closer. Oh yeah, it's got to be like the hospital or something. It's got to be right around here, right? Let's go. Nice. You were in Houston for a grand total of an hour. Interesting. Airport related thing? Or just like, I don't know. I guess that'd be like the only way that you'd be there for an hour, right? It's not like, maybe you like stop there for lunch or something on a road trip. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, this looks sick. Okay, this is LA. You can almost instantly recognize that skyline. Finally, we get LA. Is this by the Hollywood sign? That's kind of what it feels like. Or is this like, I don't want to say Beverly Hills. Hidden Hills, one of those things, right? The hills. But yeah, this is definitely LA. This might be the Hollywood sign. Although it's not that far away from the city, is it? This is very, very fancy, though, I will say. Man. All right. Finally, we got LA. We've been guessing LA so much. I don't even know where that... Well, Hollywood sign is in Hollywood. Where is Hollywood on the map? Beverly Hills. Okay, we got to find Beverly Hills now. I could not point Beverly Hills on a map either, outside of like, oh, I know this is in LA. I actually, for an embarrassing amount of time, I did not know that Beverly Hills was in LA. I thought it was like in a different country. Like I remember, like I never watched Beverly Hills Chihuahua, but I knew of it. I knew of its existence. I was like, "Where's Beverly Hills?" People keep talking about Beverly Hills. It wasn't like until like late high school that I knew where Beverly Hills was. We'll guess right around here. Ah, dang it. It's just some fancy neighborhood. It's by Hollywood. I don't know if it was the Hollywood sign necessarily. But maybe it was. GTA. All right, we're killing it here. We've got 6 left now, 27 out of 32. We're at what looks to be a lodge or a hotel. This could be Green Bay, honestly. Tundra Lodge has to be, right? I've been saying Green Bay for a while now. You got a swanky Pizza Hut right here. Tundra Lodge just screams Green Bay. That looks like a very Midwest lodge. That looks like a place that like my sister and I would have begged my parents to take us to when we were like 6 and 10. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that moose out there. I would be genuinely shocked if this wasn't Green Bay. Question is where? And can we just get one little final confirmation? Oh, let's go. Quick Trip. Oh, the superior Quick Trip. Man, another another chicken recommendation. Very very specific thing to say, but best gas station chicken. And yes, I've had enough gas station chicken in my life where I can actually have a take on this. Quick Trips goes crazy though. It's very good. Anyone that's ever had Quick Trip before will back me up. If Alex is still in here, he low-key kind of put me on Quick Trip a little bit. I know Alex's family. They're a big Quick Trip family. But 32 is hard. Ooh, I'm excited for that then. I love a good challenge. I mean, I don't know that I'll get any further confirmation for Green Bay. Arena Motel. I mean, it has to be Green Bay. Could it be like Appleton? Could it be like a real sneaky Appleton pull maybe? Could be, but we'll go like right here. But everyone in chat is saying Green Bay. Let's go. Ooh, that was pretty close. We'll take that. That's awesome. All right. Here we go. Ooh. It's blue. Okay. Low key, is this Jacksonville? This kind of looks like Jacksonville. Right? Because there's the river, right? Oh. I don't remember a big Wells Fargo building. No, wait. Holy crap. Is this Charlotte? And the reason... No, it can't be. But the reason I'm guessing Charlotte is because, for whatever reason, when I was watching some TikToks with Christine the other day, her For You page kept getting TikToks about a Wells Fargo building, like them putting up a Wells Fargo building in Charlotte for some reason. And I can't seem to get out of here. But this doesn't really look like Charlotte, though, doesn't it? It looks a little bit more like Jacksonville. This feels like Jacksonville. Don't mess this up. Sergio Morales is saying that's Jacksonville. It has to be. I almost got thrown off by the little TikTok trick right there, but it has to be Jacksonville, right? I can't let down the amazing, epic, awesome Jaguars, right? I mean, yeah, it's like right by the river. Oh, it could be right here, right? Because there's a big bridge. I've been to Jacksonville a couple of times. Sadly, not for a Jaguars game. Not yet. We're going to change that, though. We are going to change that. But UGA versus Florida plays in Jacksonville every year. I've gone to that game twice. I mean, I can't get out of this area. It has to be Jacksonville. Okay. Good. 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 Oh, London would have been epic. Oh, yeah. All right. We didn't mess it up. We got Pittsburgh, KC, Denver left for sure. We still have Jacksonville left, right? Those are the 4 we have left. But apparently, and one more LA. There might be a sneaky one. Oh, did that building say go Jaguars, the Wells Fargo one? It might have. It kind of looked like it said go something. Let's just say this is London. All right. Ooh, maybe this is Kansas City. This could be KC. Not moving very fast on a bike trail. Guess you can't put a Street View car on the bike trail. Oh, is this like... I know like some people, like the GeoGuessr community, they'll do like trail cam where like... Oh, it could be Charlotte. I mean Charlotte. No, it can't be. I mean, this looks a little too chilly to be Charlotte. Yeah, I'm liking KC. I just want Charlotte so badly. Oh, that looks sick. It's like an amusement park or something. It's got to be KC. Do I be sneaky? Do I do the Kansas side of KC? Nah, because it looks like it's at least close to the city. Wait, Worlds of Fun. Low key, it's like right around here, isn't it? It's got to be. No, it was Denver? Wait. No. Oh. Was that the water park? Was that the water park? That's terrible if I got that wrong. If that's the water park that I'm thinking of, that did not look the same. That did not look the same. It looks a little too close to downtown to be the water park because we were up a little bit further north. We were in Thornton, and it was like, maybe it was though. Oh my gosh. Dang it. For those that are wondering what the heck I'm talking about, me and the Fargo crew, which is me, Caden, Parker, and Jack Gothberg, we went to Denver a few years ago for a little summer trip. Our Airbnb was in Thornton, and just randomly on a whim, we were like, let's go to a water park one day. It was pretty fun. It had been a minute since we've been to a water park. I don't think that was the water park, though, but if that was, well done. But I feel like it was a little further north, closer to Thornton. Dang it. Dang it. I was really counting on me, like, nailing Denver. I thought for sure, like, I'd see mountains and be like, oh, yeah, this is Denver. All right, well, then maybe this is KC. Or is it Charlotte? Or is it Pittsburgh? This could be Pittsburgh, honestly. I'm kind of leaning Pittsburgh right now. Some of the buildings look very Pittsburghy. It's been 7 years since Jack went to Denver. Ooh, nice place. I do like Denver. I'd go back. We got a crown. Okay, but isn't Charlotte the Queen City, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Or is there multiple Queen cities? But the crown, this might actually be Charlotte. Hold on. Yeah, I think it might actually be Charlotte. Isn't Cincinnati the Queen City too or something like that? Or am I tripping? Is it just Charlotte? But yeah, this makes sense for Charlotte. That's a nice building. There we go. If we get it right, you know it's going to go down. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Let's go, Panthers. 7 seed. We're coming. Look out. We're coming. All right. Cali, right? Maybe. I mean, I don't think it's Pittsburgh. It's got to be the second California, right? See, here's the thing, though, because there was a little Moorhead thrown in there, too. So there might be a team that's not represented or something. And Caden said that the last one was going to be tricky. Maybe there isn't a second LA. Maybe he just lied. Well, no, because there was 2 New Jerseys, right? Oh. But this has got to be LA, right? I mean, come on, right? There's Spanish, there's palm trees, the sun is out, there's a Rite Aid. Yeah. I don't even need to think too much about it. I'll go like right around here. I don't know. It could get super specific. Everyone is saying this is KC. I swear, there's no way. Yeah. Okay. Everyone is. This is KC. Oh my gosh, the last one is really hard. Yeah, I will say, as cool as Arrowhead is, I say that like I've been to a game there. I have not been to a game at Arrowhead, but obviously the atmosphere there is sick and everything. It is kind of an eyesore of a stadium, though, and the Royals Park is right next to it. I actually stayed. Let's see if I could find the hotel I stayed at. I stayed in Kansas City once on another one of these epic Fargo to Georgia drives that I always talk about, right? This would have been going back to school my junior year. And we spent the first night in Kansas City. Or was it the second night? Oh, it was the first night. Yeah, there's Royal signs. I'm trying to find the hotel that we stayed at. It was legitimately right across the street from those 2 stadiums. We might run out of time before we can actually get there. I'm trying to like weave my way around this street a little bit. But let me tell you, I mean, it's just right off the interstate, and there's just a giant parking lot. And I don't know, I'm sorry. Like, the stadiums themselves are super nice on the inside. Like, I love the fountain at the Royal Stadium. I love the crown on the scoreboard. But, man, this is why I so strongly prefer like stadiums in the middle of downtown or like in the city area, right? I don't know. I guess tailgating is nice in the parking lots. But man, I don't know. I think it's just an eyesore. And there's just not the same amount of soul, when you put it right in the middle of downtown. But anyways, this is Kansas City. Why do I no, they don't play on the Kansas side. It's not down there's Kauffman Stadium. Okay, sick. Yeah. In the parking lot, like right here. Bang. There we go. Oh, we didn't get 5,000. That's terrible. We got the easiest one and we didn't get 5,000 there. Pittsburgh was supposed to be the Moorhead, but it goofed. Hey, I prefer getting Moorhead to Pittsburgh. No disrespect to Pittsburgh. I'm sure it's wonderful. Getting that Moorhead Interstate, though, that made me so happy. That was awesome. That was awesome. We got Wolf in here. Welcome, Wolf. Good to have you in here. Asking what game it is. This is GeoGuessr. Great game, man. Let me put you on. You got to try out GeoGuessr. I love me some GeoGuessr. Oh, always a good time. But that was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you again, Caden. We appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. We might have to do something similar to that again soon. You were kind of right about time. You said it would take a while. You said it would take like a little over an hour. Here we are at 9:16. Oh, all right. We're going to switch over cameras here, but we're going to wrap things up. I was thinking about maybe doing some head-to-head, but you know what? This was so good. This was so thorough. We got 32 rounds in. Actually, let me switch my camera back first. Let's see what our final score is at least. I should have set like a target score. That's pretty darn good, though. That bar is pretty full right there. That is awesome. You know what? Well, I was going to drop it in chat and be like, you guys could try it. But I realized you just saw me play it, so you'd probably do pretty well. I was about to be like, if y'all want to go give this a try, you can. But I don't think it randomizes an order. And even if it didn't, like, you would know. I mean, you know what? I'll put it in there either way, just so you guys can click on it if you want to. Here's the quiz link. If you want to try and beat my score. Oh, but that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Pear Champ is saying I'm picking where the fantasy draft is. Oh, that'd be sick. Could you imagine if just like, and the draft is going to be at this glowing water place in Jacksonville. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Something like that. But Retro Rewind stream would go crazy. Hey, don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tempt me with a good time. I still got to look into that. I was actually playing a little bit of Mario Kart earlier today. Dare I say I got on a roll a little bit. Dare I say my VR is up to 8,200 now. Man, I wish I could clip on the Wii like I could on my Xbox, right? Where you can like record the last 30 seconds. If I had my capture card plugged in, I could. Man, I had some clip-worthy moments today. That's what I'll say. I was feeling myself a little bit. But, we got a good question here from Sergio before I leave. Do I think the Bengals will get their deals done for Trey Hendrickson and their rookie Shamar Stewart? Good question. We'll hit that here before we wrap up. Kind of touched on this a little bit a few weeks ago, right? Wild situation for the Bengals. Well, wild in general. Maybe not for the Bengals necessarily. But Shamar Stewart, the rookie, has not been signed yet. He's been skipping out on minicamp. He's very upset with ownership, and the front office said, y'all, in reference to the Bengals brass, more concerned about winning arguments than winning games, right? That's not good to hear from your rookie. And on top of that, you've got Trey Hendrickson, reigning leader in sacks, just holding out pretty much, right? I think they'll eventually get something done with Shamar Stewart. I would like to think so, right? But they seem pretty adamant that they're not going to budge on these conditions that they're trying to throw into his contract, right? And I understand from Stewart's perspective why he doesn't want to cave in on that, right? Because he would be the first ever Bengals rookie to ever accept those conditions. They tried to do that with Amarius Mims last year and Miles Murphy the year before, right? Both of them held their ground, said no, and eventually the Bengals backed down. The Bengals seem a little bit more dug in this time around. But if you're Shamar Stewart, right, first of all, you want your guaranteed money. That's totally legit. Like, I don't think that anyone should knock him for that. But on top of that, right, And someone made a good point. Connor Orr made a good point on the Heed the Call podcast. When you're in a unionized workplace like this, right, and you take sort of a precedent setting bargain, if you will, right? Like Shamar Stewart shares a locker room with 52 other players. He's in the league. He's a part of the NFLPA, right? All that stuff. If he takes this, the players would kind of understandably be upset about this. Be like, hey, like, why'd you cave in? You're now setting a precedent for the rest of us, right? The next Bengals rookies to get drafted next year, the Bengals are going to try and ask him to do the same thing, especially if Stewart says yes to this. So it would be, I don't think they're going to get a deal done with Hendrickson. I really don't. This is what they do every time, right? I mean, they let Jesse Bates walk. They let DJ Reader walk. They let Carson Palmer retire, right? I mean, they just, unless it's like Jamar Chase or Joe Burrow, like they just do not want to pay their guys top of the market money. And again, purely from a football standpoint, I can almost understand them being a little bit hesitant to give another big extension to Trey Hendrickson, who is a great player, but turned 30, and you just feel like maybe in 2 to 3 years that contract might not look good. I can almost understand that. I don't, and I think they have a little bit of leverage over Hendrickson just in the fact that, like, I don't think he could Le'Veon Bell it and sit out the whole year, right? With him being 30, him trying to cash in now, strike while the iron is hot. Like, if he's going to get paid, it's going to be now or it's going to be next year after he plays, right? Like, if he sits out, he'll still make some, but he'd probably lose money from sitting out. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get a big extension done with him. He'll come back and play, and I think he'll be a free agent. I mean, that's just what's happened with the Bengals veterans, right? I have to think eventually they'll cave in with Stewart. I mean, that's just too much of a stain on the franchise, right? If you can't sign your first-round rookie, a dude who's a project and who needs reps and who needs to see the field and who needs to play with how bad your defense was last year, you have to get that done. I think they'll eventually cave with Stewart. I don't think they're going to cave with Hendrickson, though. But that was a good question, Sergio. I appreciate that. That was a little. I had to get a few more takes off there, dive a little bit deeper into that situation. I've done a little bit more reading and research up on that, too, just trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I'm not a financial expert or anything by any means, but I stand with Shamar Stewart. That's what I'll say. I hope he doesn't cave. I hope the Bengals cave instead of him. I'm on Shamar's side with that case. Wolf is saying we got to get a summer franchise going. That would be sick. Maybe that's something I could organize in Discord too. That would be kind of sick. A little summer Madden franchise. That would be awesome. What do I think of Anthony Sullivan throwing 50 touchdowns? Good for him. You know, Drake May had to take a back seat at some point. We said, you know what, Drake, take it easy this year. Let's let Anthony Sullivan feel good. Then next year, his retirement year, he's going to come out and throw 60. So let's go. Jack just wants the Hawks to sign Amanda Worry. They haven't signed him yet? I didn't know that, actually. Interesting. I know they've been working him at corner a little bit. That's another take. One more take for the road here. I kind of want to see Amanda Worry play at corner, honestly. I feel like his skill set and his build is better suited for corner. He doesn't play physical enough or come downhill well enough for my liking to be a great safety. But his athleticism and his length and his ball skills, low key, like they could use another outside corner too, especially if they get rid of Reek Woolen or something, or if they even have Reek Woolen out there, like Witherspoon in the slot, and then Woolen and Amanda Worry at outside corner. You got Julian Love at safety, Kobe Bryant at safety. That would be kind of sick, honestly. So I'm rooting for that a little bit. Jack says they've been playing him at linebacker. Look, I don't know how I feel about him at linebacker, honestly. I feel like you could just run at him. He was a player I didn't necessarily love in the draft, but after seeing that clip of him at corner and seeing a few other people like kind of speculate him at corner, like I'm on board with him a little bit more if he's a corner. Gonna be completely honest, and this is just like personal preference, personal flavor and everything. As a safety, he's not really my cup of tea. I don't think he has enough dog in him to be a great safety, but there is a lot to work with there, and I could see Mike McDonald cooking a little bit, but they just signed Shaq Griffin. That makes more sense. Really? Look at that. Little reunion. That's awesome. But anyways, that's all I've got for tonight. That was an awesome stream. Great quiz, Caden, indeed. He says he'll be making more. Let's go. Oh, let's go. NFL GeoGuessr. Thank you, chat. You guys are awesome today. Great crowd as always. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again next week. We're going to try and plan for the same time. I've got another fun little stream planned for next week, right? We've been trying to plan things out a little bit more here. So let's just say we'll be doing some more tier lists next week, but it might not be quite what you expect. It's a little bit different than what I've been doing in the past. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night and take care as well. Until next time, man. Stay safe, stay cool, right? Drink lots of water. Enjoy your summer.